It starts with a wizard, he's old and he's wise, and though he is small, there is strength in his size. The Goliath from the west, he's not smart, but he's strong. The Flagon Slayers, this is their song. Now the warlock, he's lost all the memories he had, 'cause to deal with a demon went seemingly bad. And the druid on his quest to save the shadow plane, when you hear tortured souls, you'll remember his name. They're the Flagon Slayers, and this is their song. They're the Flagon Slayers, the adventure goes on. The cleric, she heals in the light of the moon. She wants to find purpose, it'll come someday soon. Then the rogue draws his sword, metals clashing again. When it comes to a duel, he will always win. They're the Flagon Slayers, they drink and they fight. They're the Flagon Slayers, by day or by night. They're the Flagon Slayers, and this is their song. They're the Flagon Slayers, the adventure goes on.
This week, we have Abby live by satellite. Thank you, satellites. Have you guys ever thought about... never mind. Sometimes I have thought.
I have not.
In case you missed last week, the party learned of Thia's sudden contraction of explosions.
Contraction?
Yeah, she contracted explosions. You know, like got explosions.
She caught it.
She contracted the explosive diarrhea.
Anyway, and was told by Tasha to travel to Western, which the party has done, as a festival seems to be going on, celebrating the Five's triumph over strange shadow creatures. The party tried to investigate to try and figure out who these five were, if they were the evil five, the old five, the new five. Which five are we talking about? Are they a boy band, girl group? Who knows?
Jackson 5?
Ooh.
Jackson 5, baby.
Girls 5 ever? I think that's a thing.
Sure.
In sync.
Sarah Bareilles' group. Anyway, through some investigation, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But two of the members of the Five are present for the some sort of ceremony honoring the group.
The fuck?
Anzu, do you remember the name of the old friend that you knew that was one of the founding members of the Five? Did Caleb write that down?
It starts with an S.
I probably wrote it down.
But he wasn't really a friend,
Caleb
was he? He
muted.
was more like a...
He's on the phone.
Like
an acquaintance.
No, I'm not on the
just
phone.
a
I'm
guy
checking my
that,
volume.
Like, I kind of knew, but didn't really...
Yeah, it was like you guys were not in the same circles, but you were aware of each other, sort of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that was
His
really
name
low.
was either
Flagathor.
Cyrus. I think it was Cyrus. But I don't
Yeah,
remember.
no,
I should've
Cyrus
checked.
sounds very familiar.
I think it's Cyrus.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I got
yeah, so Cyrus and one other member that has some strange five-headed dragon sword, along with Mask and, you know, whole Marqueus get up. And right before we ended the session, the mask was coming off. All of you are kind of gathered around in this area. As you can see, I have made the town. There are no NPCs in the town because this is more of like a general layout, so you guys know what's around. But there are people around you, just so you, just for fun.
Ghosts.
Ghost. So, you see these two figures up on this stage. The mask comes off, and the hood comes down, and you see in front of you a woman probably in her mid-30s, long kind of strawberry blonde hair that kind of goes just past the shoulders. None of you really recognize her. But you see she kind of brandishes the sword, and then she, with like a flourish, spins it in her hand and then sheaths it. She looks out at the crowd and goes up to the thaumaturgy enchanted horn thing. She says, everyone, I would like to thank you all for being here today. I know that many of you lost people close to you on the fateful day a few weeks ago. I, along with my friends, would like to humbly apologize that we were not able to get here fast enough to save them. Everyone kind of was like, it's okay, you don't die, you know. She kind of silences them for a second. But in order to ensure that that never happens again, we of the Five have decided to donate this large bell, and you see this huge, behind them, like in construction is a large bell tower. Everybody kind of oohs and ahs at it as it's kind of being unveiled. She goes on to say, when this bell rings, the members of the Five will be notified of distress, and we will come here as quickly as possible. And then she gives the signal, and you see the bell starts to ring. And you see these small earrings that both her and Cyrus are wearing begin to glow, kind of resonating with the bell. I was like, oh yeah, we're saved. Oh. We thank you all for your patronage, and we hope for a brighter tomorrow. Thank you. And everyone, whoa. The two of them walk off stage, and you see them kind of talking with a few members of the city council.
What does she look like again?
What?
What does she look like again? She took off the mask, right?
She looks human.
Shoulder length red hair.
Shoulder length, like strawberry blonde hair. It's kind of like slightly curly. You see like a scar on like the bottom of her lip that's pretty pronounced that goes down from her lip to like her chin. She looks to be like in her mid to early 30s. Yeah. She didn't mention her name.
And then just her and Cyrus uncovered a bell.
Yeah, they a big old bell that you guys see. It's cool. This thing has animation to it, so it doesn't have a sound to it though. Which I think
Oh, I don't even have that uncovered. Hold on. My bad. I will uncover that. Zach, can you check my audio for me? I was checking it, but I just want to make sure. Let me know if I need to do a little testing as well. All right, here's the map, everyone. This
it's a bell.
The bell.
You see one of the city councilmen come up. If you would like to meet the members of the Five and perhaps share a drink with them, we're going over to the Crested Stag for a nice celebration.
Did they say
all are welcome.
Did they say the bell's gonna call them also?
Yeah, so the bell notifies that when the city rings the bell, the Five are notified of distress.
Are we just calling them the Five as well?
Alright. It's time to be the villain.
You also notice that the bell isn't fully constructed yet. It's like the ringer, I don't know what the thing that dangles in the bell is currently like covered, the uvula, is currently covered by like a sheet, basically, so it's not like making the full resonance, it's just kind of, you know. Answer, you said you wanted to be the villain.
Not today.
Not today.
The sky is falling.
Yeah, but they said
Oh
they're
no,
going
here comes a meteor storm.
oh no! But they
Destroys
they said
Westrun.
that they went to the Crested Stag, which is a beer hall slash brewery that's in town.
Do they have darts?
You can go there and find out.
I'm okay. I actually want to leave this entire story behind.
Actually, don't care about any of this.
I'm confused on the 2 5s, so I'm done with this. Too much.
2 5s don't make a 3, so
No. Wait, what?
what?
Hold on.
Don't hurt Caleb.
Uh-oh.
2 5s make a 10. Jacob, don't do this to me.
I said don't make a 3. I didn't say what they made.
Actually?
Actually?
If you use Euclidean geometry, 2 5s actually make a 17.
Oh my god, stop.
What are you guys doing? You see people are starting to move towards the beer hall.
I look at Thea because I want to see if she recognizes this person.
Do I not recognize this lady?
No, you do not.
I guess she's human.
Yeah. No, you don't recognize her at all.
Okay. I guess I'll slink over to the beer hall.
Okay.
I
Thea does
will-
her best slinking. It's like Pink Panther walking across the screen.
Just real casual.
Yeah. What is everybody else doing?
I guess I'll go with...
To the pub.
Hey,
It seems like
Respect.
the most...
for some trouble. Like maybe I should stay outside and keep guard out here, you know?
Okay. What are you wanting to
Okay.
inspect?
Just the premises.
Okay, make a perception check.
I am perceiving.
Zygon, what are you doing?
I
And
want to go look at the bell. I want to investigate the bell.
okay. Amos, what are you doing? Go ahead and roll an investigation check for me, Zygon.
I'll stay out with
Fighting the cat.
with Zygon as well.
I was like, I don't mess
So there's 2 names I found for what the thing is called on the inside of the belt. One of them is the clapper, and the other is a tongue.
That's for gonorrhea.
Which one, the tongue? Because I wouldn't recommend a tongue for
technically
gonorrhea.
both, right?
I don't know if I would recommend that to get rid of gonorrhea.
Anyway, what did you roll, Anzu?
I got a 23.
23. Okay, so you kind of post up. There's a library across the street.
Book suppository?
It's called Boodle's Books. Anyway, you kind of act like you're going in there, but you kind of stay off to the side. You see a bunch of people from Western kind of filing in. Everybody's wanting to meet the 5, you know. You do notice, however, what looks like a group of thugs of some sort.
Hooligans.
Hooligans, hoodlums, you know, stuff like that.
Youths.
Not the youths.
Youths.
What's this pub called again? Or the bar?
The Crested Stag.
Okay, sorry. Continue.
You're keeping an eye on them as they go into the Crested Stag.
Looking for something on a higher level. A scheme.
Okay, looking for.
I got my
scheme.
fucking magnifying glass out, dude.
Okay, looking for the scheme. You're still looking for a scheme. You're not sure. Zygon, what did you roll on your investigation?
18.
18. What exactly are you wanting to look for?
I don't know. I just wanted to see if there's any engraving or anything super special about it, or is it a plain bell?
Okay.
I like that.
So, you kind of get underneath it, and you see the interior of the bell does have arcane runes etched into the bell.
What do they say?
Make an Arcana check.
I was gonna see if any magic
'Cause I
is
have eyes of the
emanating.
rune keeper.
You do.
Oh, I don't need to do this. Never
but
mind.
Do you have 20/20 vision, eyes of the Runekeeper? Because it's a bell that's like 20 feet in the air.
I'll lift him up.
Like a hawk. That's right. Say Arcana check.
Yeah.
I add guidance as I'm lifting him on my shoulders.
Okay.
And what does that do? I added.
Add a D4. Yeah.
That's already a 22.
Okay.
26.
Huge.
So, this is the arcane runes on it has to do with it seems to be some sort of summoning spell, but it's more of like it's like an alarm system. It's almost like an alarm rune that you would put on like a door or something to know, or like it's a spell you can do that if someone passes over the alarm, it notifies you psychically. So it's kind of like that. But you do notice there's like sections of it that aren't. There's something missing. Like it's not a full-fledged like summon alert spell. So it's not like when it activates they get summoned here. It's like they get notified, but the summoning aspect of it is not present. And then you look on the outside of the bell. You don't see much of anything, but you do notice that the bottom ring of the bell, so like where it kind of like goes out, you know, is made from a different material. The bell itself is brass, but there's another metal that's like fused onto the bottom of the bell.
The lip of the bell is what you're looking
honestly,
for.
Anzu would probably be the best to identify what this metal is.
So does it look like I don't know? Did dwarves make it? Like, what does it look like?
It does not look of dwarven make, no.
Curious. I would like to flick it.
Let's see if 20 feet anything. Up.
Nah, I'm lifting him up.
He's lifting me up, yeah.
He's shorter than you.
With my sword, I'd like to take
I've got immense strength, Jacob, with a +0 on my strength.
If you want to, like, throw, like, a pebble or something at it, that would work.
Alright.
If you want to fly up there, that would work, too.
Do I see any pebbles?
Yeah, you look around, you see, like, small little rocks that come in on carts and stuff like that.
Can I druid craft a seed?
A seed?
Yeah, like an acorn.
Like a walnut?
Yeah.
Sure.
Sweet.
I don't want to break it or crack it or anything, but I would like to hear what it sounds like.
You won't crack it. You're fine.
Okay. You throw the rock. It kind of resonates a little bit, and you see the runes begin to light up, but there's no continual like banging, so it stops.
Curious. What do you think, Animus? Looks pretty interesting. Intricate.
It is interesting for sure. I'm not seeing anything.
We could use something like this for the guild.
We could, yes. You know, after this is all over and we save the world and stuff, we could definitely grab one of these, and then not put my name.
We'll need a few. There'll be so many parades.
So many, for sure, yeah. I don't know. It doesn't look too weird. Like from what you read in the inside, it sounds pretty normal, but I just don't like the aspect of this extra group of 5 that used to exist but still exists, and then there's another group of 5, so it's like a little weird.
It's definitely weird.
Yeah.
Also, how do they ring this? Is there like a rope?
You don't see any mechanism.
I would assume they're gonna put a rope into it. Or somebody with like a bow is gonna shoot it with like a blunt-nosed bow head, and when it hits the bell hard enough.
That's what those are called.
Arrowhead, sorry, blunt-nosed arrowhead. Or someone with a really long hammer.
Yeah, but Zygon, you don't know how they rung it earlier. It doesn't
Probably
appear
magic.
to have a mechanism attached to it.
Oh, weird.
Well, you want to get a
we go to the
drink?
bar?
Yeah, exactly what I was thinking. See if they've upped their drink game in Western since the last time we were here.
So, Anzu, as you're kind of scoping the bar out and people have started to file in and people are partying, you hear music coming out of the beer hall. You notice two individuals. One is a strange-looking bird man, and the other is kind of a looks to be on the mend guy, pale kind of complexion with an eye patch, and they both look at you. It's Zygon and Animus.
Okay, that's what I thought. Hello.
Did you find
How
anything?
you doing?
Nothing. We're just getting a drink.
I'm looking for trouble. And I'll tell you now, Animus. When trouble troubles me, I trouble trouble.
Glad he's on our side.
I'm glad he's on our side.
Now get the fuck out of my alley.
Cirrus, roll a dexterity check for me.
Oh boy.
Get the fuck out of my alley.
Dude thinks he's Batman.
That's so good.
Dex save?
No, just dexterity check.
Just a dex check?
Yeah.
13?
You get about 3 inches off the bullseye on the dartboard.
Christ. I need more drinks in me then.
Which is need to get a little bit better. So Thia and Cirrus, while the others have kind of been investigating the bell and the street, the party's been kind of going on. You see a few people shaking these people's hands. Thea, with your passive perception, you gleaned the name of the woman. Her name is Annalise, but she goes by the name Annie or Anna. Either one works. She seems pretty jovial. Cyrus, you see, is a little bit more, reserved. With what Anzu told you about Cyrus, no one seems to recognize him. He's like a folk hero of this area, and no one's acting as though he is. It's kind of weird. They're acting like they're first meeting him. Now, it could also be that he's been dead so long that people aren't, like, putting 2 and 2 together, But that's something. Cirrus, you notice that most of the people in here are young, like in their teens or very old. And there's like nothing in between.
It's like a cruise ship.
Yeah, it's like a cruise. But it's kind of odd. You're kind of noticing this. You've seen maybe 10 people that are in their 30s.
Alleged.
I passed that. Well, is Thea next to me?
Thea, are you next to Cirrus?
Thea, quick question. Don't look now.
I will look immediately.
Where am I not looking at?
It seems that we are surrounded by either really, really young people or really, really old people. There's nobody in like their mid-30s.
Oh my god.
No, you're right. Seems suspicious.
It's like M. Night Shyamalan's old.
Dude, I watched that movie the week it came out. Don't talk to me about that movie.
The young people are about to just grow super old, but the old people have no chance. They're already old. They already got oldified.
A cool idea, but
it's a cool idea that M. Night Shyamalan directed.
Would you believe me that the comic he based it off of is worse? And
yeah, I could. He does good stuff every once in a while.
Yeah.
He's hit or miss.
Part of the last Airbender. Fantastic.
Ong? You preferred
Ong.
Anyway, Cirrus and Animus, you guys make it into the bar.
Oh, I'm glad I make it in there twice.
Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna let it go. It's just like
I was not about to let that go.
Sorry.
There's two of me. Oh shit.
The DM makes mistakes.
oh my god.
And the players have to correct.
While we're on the topic of clones, because I was about to ask this, can we, because we have interacted with clones and the making of clones and kind of like looked into it a little bit through our process of the fact that they've created clones of us, could we tell if someone else was a clone? Or is that just really, really hard to do?
It's it's almost impossible.
I've just got questions on Cyrus, but like I don't know how you would do that considering a clone's just a perfect model of the individual it's created after.
It's almost impossible.
Yeah, I thought so.
The only way that you would be able to really know is if you went into the mind of the person you suspected to be a clone and like went through their memories, basically.
I don't think I have something that I can do that with. I probably am going to have to leave that thought behind and not dwell on it.
Zygon. I need you to make a wisdom check, or you can also cast the spell Protection from Good and Evil.
Is he getting a feeling?
His spidey senses are tingling.
Let's go ahead and do that, because I don't know what that does yet.
Okay. So you immediately, almost instinctually, kind of put out this spell, and you can sense some sort of dark presence within the hall. Almost like kind of like necromantic magic. They're kind of in the area.
Just in the area, I don't get like a direct lead.
There's so many people in here, it's hard to pin down.
Is Anzu near me?
Anzu's outside with his magnifying glass.
I'm gonna go find him and tell him about the trouble.
Okay. So as you leave.
Oh, I just got left. I turn around with 2 beers and he's gone.
Oh
man.
Now I got 2 beers.
We
dinner.
like to drink with Animus.
I want to take a seat kind of close to the where they're like doing the meet and greet, I guess is what I would call it.
They're signing things and like it's
a
very
meet and
much
greet.
like a celebrity meet and greet.
Yeah.
It's like a convention.
Yeah, it's like a con.
And I want to kind of like try to just pick up conversations, maybe just see if there's anything weird that like isn't right about like how they're acting, or like if they're doing something behind the scenes that's like without people looking that's a little weird.
Go ahead and roll a perception check and remember what you roll.
Okay.
Anzu and Zygon. Zygon, you related. Anzu, you're getting kind of a weird feeling. As you do this, you hear clattering of like some sort of cart. And you see coming from the town square a large cart full of meat.
No fucking way.
No. That's people meat.
That's people meat. And rolling towards the crested stag.
Oh no.
Who's on top of it, like, steering it?
Just some dude. Just driving. It's like a push cart, like a hot dog vendor cart, kind of.
Should I do something about that?
I don't know about the cart, but there's necromancy energy inside. Get to it.
You're a magic boy. Go do magic boy thing.
I will handle that if you want to handle him with all the meat.
Oh, everyone knows Zygon knows how to handle his meat.
Yeah.
Why?
I knew one of you was gonna make that joke.
I'll help out Zygon. The guy on there is it just like some rando?
if you
Like
want to
some
know,
schmuck
it's not
in high
the
school.
meat man.
Is it a different meat man?
It's a guy who has a meat cart, but he's not the meat man.
It is a meat man.
Damn, the meat man kind of would have been a good thing because then we could ask what's going on in Whitestone.
He looks to be probably in his early 20s, like kind of peach fuzzy scruff, bags under the eyes. It looks like he's not been getting a lot of sleep lately. But he's just kind of pushing the cart, like really thin, not thin, but like close cut, almost like a full buzz cut, shaved head. But yeah, he seems like he's got like a apron on that's got like a little bit of blood on it. Kind of looks like a butcher.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and head inside and see what this energy is.
Okay.
I will approach the meat man.
All right, who wants to go first?
Doesn't matter.
Okay, we'll have Zygon go first since everyone else is inside. So Zygon, you approach this guy. He's pushing his cart. He spots you. Hi, sir. May I interest you in cured meat?
What seems to be selling lately?
Well, we've been selling a summer sausage recently that people have been enjoying.
I'll take a gander. How does it look?
Pretty good. It is still early spring, so the temperatures might be a little cold enough to have just meat out in public. But this is like a cured sausage, so you should probably eat this and be fine.
Okay, I'll take some.
Okay. He grabs like a fresh roll or sausage, I don't know what they're called, and hands it to you. That'll be 2 copper, sir.
I will hand him 4 copper. So keep it.
Thank you, sir. If there's anything else, I run the butcher shop on the other side of town. If you want to come in there, and we have a much wider selection there.
How's the cart been treating you with the parade? Lots of business?
Well, that's why I'm coming over here, sir. I have a deal with the owner of the Crested Stag that he's gonna I'm gonna go in there with my meats, and he's gonna pay me for them, and it's a pretty nice deal.
Love that. Are you okay? You look a little tired.
Oh well, it's a big butcher shop to run by myself, so it's just it's time consuming.
Understandable. All right, I guess that's all I really had for him.
Well, thank you so much for your patronage, sir. And if you need any more, just go to the other side of town for the butcher shop. Ask for Zeke. That's me.
All right. And I'm gonna let him go, and I'm gonna stand there for a second, and then I'm gonna go rob the butcher shop because he said he works alone.
Okay. We'll have you head on over there while everyone else is kind of in the Crested Stag. Anzu, as you go in, it kind of smells weird in here. There's like this weird, like air of like a stench. Like all magics give off a slight smell. Necromancy gives off kind of like a bitter sort of like durian fruit kind of smell.
Like it's a little stanky.
A little stanky. But you kind of begin smelling around. Since the glaucoma has begun to take your eyes, your other senses have begun to be heightened, including your sense of smell. You begin, and you kind of pinpoint it's those young hooligans that you saw entering earlier.
When they were entering, did they like get off on a cart or something, or a horse?
No, they just walked in.
Just walked in. Okay. What are they doing right now?
They seem to be having some ale. They're kind of keeping a close eye though on Cyrus and Annalise.
So they're keeping a close eye on the 5.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go sit next to them.
Okay.
Hello, gentlemen.
Oh, damn.
They don't say anything. Just kind of give you a little bit of a stink eye.
I saw you outside, and what a lovely pair you two are. Look like you're great for each other.
They don't say anything. Just one of them takes a sip of his ale. The other one's still watching the two.
You know what? I'm gonna old man banter.
Okay.
I'm just gonna keep going.
Okay. How long do you want to old man banter?
I am gonna keep old man bantering the whole fucking time.
Okay.
But like, I just want to keep in mind like where they're looking or like what they're paying attention to.
Okay.
And then, do I got Zato on me?
Yeah, I mean, sure.
Yeah, I'll put them under the table and have them watch their.
Can't you just kind of pop them into existence?
Pretty much, yeah.
We haven't seen him in a sec.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll let them keep track under the table. Make sure they're not doing anything too crazy, you know.
Okay. So the other 3 of you that are in the bar, people are kind of all getting their drinks. A bunch of fresh meat has come in. People are starting to kind of eat that. You see that one of the city council members kind of tells everyone, we're going to allow our guests to, settle in and have some drinks and things. We have a few local performers here to entertain us while they take a break and enjoy their evening as well. And everyone's like, yeah. And then you see 3 bards come out, 2 with drums and 1 with like a violin as they begin to play. You see Annalise and Cyrus kind of go off to the side and kind of sit in more of like a private booth area with a few of the city council members. As that happens, Answer, you see the two dudes that you're sitting next to get up and they start to walk over. As your old man bantering about something, take your pick.
So where in the bar are they heading to?
So if you look,
it was cheese, by the way.
Cheese. Old man bantering about cheese. Caleb, you okay?
Yep, I'm good. I tensed up really hard. I'm good though.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the Goda.
Oh, yeah. So you see, they are at this table over here. This one in the back right corner. And you were like right here in the center. Get rid of this roasting pig. Well, actually, no, that fits. There's a roasting pig in the middle.
I'm still in the corner wherever they were, like close to whatever table they were.
So you're on this left table here.
Okay.
And then Cirrus and Thea, you guys are over here in the bottom right corner. Cirrus, how many drinks do you have in you now?
How long have I been there?
I would say about 20 minutes.
I'm like finishing up my first.
Okay. So you see these 2 strange men walking over to where the 5 are beginning to eat.
Does it seem like they have like ill intent or something?
Make an insight check.
Am I noticing anything? I don't know where my
Nat
perception
20.
roll comes in.
Amos, you're noticing these 2 walking as well.
Alright, okay. Nothing
Thea
crazy
is as
though.
well. Cirrus is very focused on his game. Cirrus, actually make a dex roll for me, please.
Yep.
What was your roll, Anzu? My bad.
It's a nat 20.
Nat 20. Yeah, they're getting faster and more aggressive as they're walking.
Alright, let me see here. I am going to cast suggestion on one of them.
Ooh, okay. Okay.
Good spell. I like that.
What are you suggesting?
Fight your friend.
Fight your friend. Okay. Let's see here. Here we go. So, Answer, as you cast the spell, the way the magic works is you kind of touch the mind of whoever you're putting suggestion to. As your magic kind of interlaces with their mind, there's nothing there. There's like no thought.
It's like Caleb.
Ah, get dunked on.
Well, like he's just not thinking?
Gotta hurt me when I'm down.
There is no thought.
Okay.
What'd you roll, Sears?
19.
Bullseye.
Nice.
Okay, Andrew, what are you doing?
I'll just hold. Where is it? I have too many spells, sorry.
So many spells. The plight of a wizard.
I'll hold lightning bolt. Do I have like a clear shot?
You will hit other people if you do lightning bolt.
But I have evocation, right?
Oh, that is true. So yeah, you could probably evocation wizards annoy the heck out of me.
I'll hold that in case like something gets really out of hand.
Okay. So, they're getting closer, and you see one of the city council member comes up and says, gentlemen, we're wanting them to be able to afford to have a good night as well. And as he's saying that, you see one of the guys grabs him by the shirt collar and just flings him into the wall, and you see he actually flies through the wall. He flings him with so much force. And then you see the bodies of these two men begin to contort and kind of snap. You hear bone and muscle kind of all writhing together. And you see one of them, he goes down on all fours, and you see these large wings kind of pop out, and then this large, like, not like a stomach, it looks more like a vat of like this green tinted liquid that's kind of contained in like a sack below their body, lets out this blood-curdling howl of a scream. You see the other one begins to kind of grow in size and get bigger and bigger and bigger until his head is probably about 6 inches from hitting the ceiling of the beer hall.
This is a PR stunt. I just realized what this is. Every single person in the village is in here. This is a PR stunt.
His arms begin to extend out, and his hands get very big, and he begins to kind of crush, and you see he actually reaches out and grabs one of the city council members and just squishes them in his hand as blood just squirts everywhere. People are screaming, trying to rush out, but the door is locked.
I'm with Hunter on this, or I guess I'm with Anzu, and I'm not making a move because this seems. Can I do a check here, like on this?
What are you wanting to do?
So I rolled a 30 on perception earlier. I'm still watching them as this is happening. I kind of want to pick up. Do they look comfortable? Do they look like this may be planned? The 5.
Cyrus and Annalise are both surprised.
Okay, what about the other 5? What about are there other members?
They're the only 2 members here.
Oh, okay. So the other members aren't like chilling or anything.
The other members are not here currently.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, I want to cast lightning bolt.
Okay, so you fire the lightning bolt. They both have to make dex saves. The big guy has a -1 on dex. No. The small
No.
one. I rolled a 7, so he got a 6. The small one. Man, okay. The small one just narrowly jumps out of the way, but is slightly clipped by the lightning bolt. The big one just takes the full brunt of it. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yeah, boy. Let's see what we got here, boy. 61.
61. You see just this electricity just shoots out from the chest of this giant. As you see its rib cage, and it's got multiple rib cages, like 6 rib cages all kind of splay out. And then you see they're beginning to kind of knit back together as the magic wears off. The other one dodges out of the way as you clip its arm, its front leg, and you see it actually gets blown off and flies. And you see this like black, almost ichor, like dripping from the wound as it's beginning to heal itself.
I don't have any divine magic. Yeah.
You then see the smaller one that kind of looks like a dog with like bat wings, runs up and it jumps on top of Cyrus, and you see it is trying to eat him, like it's trying to swallow him.
Can I do something, or is it too late?
This is considered a surprise round, so
Okay.
you've done your action.
Poor guy.
It gets like halfway through trying to get Cyrus, and you see Cyrus's head kind of poking through it, and it's like beginning to dip into this small sack. Well, it's not a small sack. It's like this large sack that almost, you know, like when a frog croaks and its like throat kind of extends. It looks like that. And you see that as Cyrus's head enters there, you see like a small puff of smoke kind of emanates from inside the, like, kind of like when a flower like releases spores, or like when something releases spores, and you see Cyrus's face goes from like shock and anger to like relaxation, and then he falls asleep.
Oh no.
So he is half asleep, half like eaten. See, Annalise draws her sword. I need everyone that's in the bar to roll initiative.
I got you, Abby, don't worry. The duck dice are gonna
Thank you.
really come in handy here. Well, that was a good roll, too. And mine was a shit roll, nice.
Yeah, I got 14.
What did I roll?
You rolled, what's your add? I rolled a 15.
But plus 8.
Okay, 23 for you.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let me pull this up real quick.
I'm a bit behind you with a 12.
Just a smidgen.
Just
Okay.
It's okay.
half.
25 to 20.
23.
Yeah, okay. Thea, and then Giant. 20 to 15.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh, guys.
Okay. 15 to 10.
I should have been holding my flail the whole time. 12.
Okay. What was that, Anzu?
14.
14. Okay.
Sirius got a 13.
Okay. Animus, and then Cyrus. Okay. Let me move this over here really quick. Bring this up here. Okay. So let me add in these tokens really quick. So we'll say.
That's not what I like.
Caleb, have you tried reaching a little bit farther?
Yeah, I'm gonna not reach a little farther. I can barely reach that far. It's a slow, steady progress as long as I don't tense my upper shoulder area.
Not an accurate model, but a model nonetheless. Cyrus
I'm a model.
Heck yeah, you are. Say this little kobold thing. It's
Get
like when you
this
don't have
out.
the right minis. This is accurate because sometimes you don't have the right minis. And then
Yeah, whoever has the exact mini, other than people who do this and make lots of money for a living.
let's say Animus is over here.
That's me.
Anzu is right here. And Thia is here. Okay. Thia's first.
Okay, how far am I away from the action?
30 feet.
Okay. So you said they were like healing themselves as after they got hit?
Yep.
Okay.
Weird.
I'm like pretty positive. You might want to double check me, but there's a spell I want to cast as a bonus action. It's called Spirit Shroud.
Alright.
Okay.
That's why I got my book out.
It's in Tasha's.
Oh, son of a bitch!
Sorry.
Oh, that's funny.
I
Tasha's.
think if I cast that and I hit something with it while it's like active, it prevents them from healing. But I want to double check before I.
Where is the spell list for Tasha's?
It's in a weird spot.
There's
It's
this
like
thing called a
right.
glossary.
I got it. Don't worry. I just used the glossary.
You could use the table of contents as well.
Yeah, that too, yeah. Spirit
Anzu
Shroud.
on deck.
You call for spirits of the dead which flit around you for the spell's duration. The spirits are intangible and invulnerable. Until the spell ends, any attack you make deals an extra 1d8 extra damage when you hit the creature within 10 feet of you. The damage is radiant, necrotic, or cold, your choice when casting the spell. Any creature that takes damage can't regain hit points until the start of its next turn.
Fantastic. Okay, so that's what I'm doing.
Look at Abby's
so that's
brain
a
remembering.
Third
that.
level. Let me check
the
that
bonus
off.
action, right?
It is
Okay.
a bonus
Then
action.
I'm gonna run up and try to hit the thing that iris in its mouth with my
Okay.
sword.
Okay.
And that extra thing is gonna do radiant damage.
Don't worry, Caleb rolled a 1.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a natural one. I'm sorry.
Halo.
I'm sorry.
Do that. No,
So, you cast your spell and you begin to run up. You can't quite make it to the creature because of all the people that are kind of stampeding and trying to get out.
Oh man.
The door, just
Makes
to
sense.
clarify, because I don't know, this door right here is locked. The only door out is locked, and you don't know how that happened.
Okay. That's my turn.
Okay. The
Rip.
giant is going to, first of all, crush this table,
Hulk smash.
and then, oh gosh dang it. I hate how this thing, like, one thing that annoys me is they can't occupy each other's spaces, so you can't, like, stack them on each other. It's really annoying. Anyway, the giant is going to take a swing at Annalise.
Oh boy.
That hits. He deals...
Oh, I hate everything.
10, 13...
Hey, Caleb, does that say that? Caleb, does that spell say anything about having their
You're cutting out a little bit.
Never mind. Never mind.
Okay, you're back.
Annalise takes 13 points of bludgeoning damage. And you see this strange, like, black sludge kind of sticks to the ground next to her and binds her, so she can't move.
There's an extra sentence, Abby. It says, in addition, any creature of your choice that you can see that starts its turn within 10 feet of you has its speed reduced by 10 feet until the start of your next turn.
Look who studied her
Figured
spells. Wow. Abby, I'm impressed.
It's a good one. I just wanted to make sure. So, like, I'm looking at them, too, and their speed is going to be reduced by 10 feet while I'm looking at them.
So the incubator is going to try and get out of here. Yeah, that's what the thing that's swallowing Cyrus is called.
I was trying to just fuck off. What a dick.
Thea, you get an attack of opportunity.
I'm going to swing.
Alright, Caleb, roll for Thea, please.
It's better. What's your ad? It's a 14.
Oh. And It's
proficiency plus your strength or dex.
It's got to be like at least an 8.
Our proficiency's, what is it, +6?
5. I don't know. Do you have a thing? It's +5 unless you have something that adds an extra.
It's just based on proficiency is just based on level. That's all I'm asking.
Yeah, you're at 5 right now. I just have an item that makes it a +6.
Should be a +9 at least.
Okay.
So it's 23. That hit. Let's go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, so it's like.
This is a very complicated.
D8, I think.
The sword is like 2d6, right? Or is it?
Let me pull it up.
Thank you, Jacob.
Oh yeah, this is the special sword.
Definitely gonna be a d8 of radiant damage, and then I get sneak attack. Question? No, I don't. Why would I get sneak attack?
You are rogue.
Well, yeah, the circumstances don't align for that.
True.
It's 2d6 plus 1d4 times the number of insight points you have, which you currently have 0.
I thought it had charges.
So the way it works is after you hit a creature, you gain a charge.
Oh.
Okay, so you hit here and you get a charge.
So 2d6 plus a d8, and then do another d8 because I'm gonna use Divine Strike.
Okay.
That's another radiant damage thing.
Is all the damage radiant?
Yeah,
I should know this. I just read the spell.
It's because of the spell she has on all damage she does is radiant damage.
Yep.
No, just the extra damage.
Oh yeah, it's just the extra damage, Jacob. But it does stop the creature from healing for a turn. So 2 extra d8s. Oh, that's nice.
Yes.
16, 21. Do we add the d4, or is that just if you have the charge?
Only if you have charges.
Okay, 21 damage with the sword.
But like +4, plus my dex, right? 2?
Yeah.
Is that a thing? So +4.
Okay. 25.
You gain a charge, and you can learn the creature's AC, one of its ability scores, its speed, or its class and level.
Go AC.
Okay. Its AC is a 19.
Sick nasty.
It's a pretty high AC. 25 damage for that, Jacob.
Okay.
I rolled well on damage.
Let's make a Constitution saving throw. Okay. You see it kind of hurt, but it keeps Cyrus contained. And now Cyrus is kind of, it's in the sack. Cyrus is in the sack, but is, like, asleep in, like, the fetal position, almost like a baby in the womb.
I don't like that he's in the sack.
That's why this is called an incubator, guys. Come on.
Horrible.
Yeah, get him out of that sack.
Okay. It is now, I believe, Anzu's turn. No, it's not. It's Annalise's turn. She cannot move. But she's going to ignite her sword and attack the creature because they're within range. Okay, that hits. D12. Where am I? D12s. There we go. Okay. The sword does 4d12 radiant damage. So, 26. Okay. She does 26 points of radiant damage as you see the sword slides through this thing's armor. You see one of its arms just kind of sloughs off and kind of dissolves into this like black goo. It is now Anzu's turn. Anzu, you are right here. The incubator is right there.
If I run, he gets an attack of opportunity, doesn't he?
Yes.
Can I cast? Cast that. You know what? We're gonna do a firebolt.
Okay. Roll to see if you hit.
I'm scared to use anything big right now.
Let me clear all this real quick. Oh wait, I have to roll to see if I 15, that would be... Boom, 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 boom. 25.
Okay, that hits.
28 damage.
Okay. You see this thing begins to kind of almost like break apart. You see just pieces of it just dropping off. Succeeds on its constitution save, though. So Cyrus is still inside the sack. You want to do anything else on your turn? Cyrus on deck. Try to trip it? Okay. Yeah. Make a contested dex check.
Yeah. I got a 14.
That is a fail. You see, you try to trip it, and as your foot is about to make contact, it just kind of like the part of its foot and its ankle separate, and your foot slides through, and then it comes back together. Cyrus' turn. And then Animus on deck.
Where is me?
You is here.
Alright. And each square is...
Is Zygon just not in here?
No, he's robbing a butcher shop.
Oh, yeah!
Which we'll get to that here in a minute.
Oh my god!
Can I
Man.
use Hunter's Sense on the giant guy?
Alright, what do you want to do?
Hunter's
What do
Sense.
you learn? You learn...
Immunities, resistance, vulnerabilities.
Okay. It is immune to bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
It is vulnerable to radiant damage.
Okay.
Immunities, resistances, and vulnerabilities. It is resistant to non-magical slashing and piercing. And it is also resistant to fire and force damage.
What creature is it so I can pull it up?
This is called a Ichor Giant. It's not a real thing. It's a homebrew monster.
Oh,
Oh,
lovely.
rip.
That makes life easier. So we want radiant.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I move? Where's my speed at? There we are. Can I move 30 feet to the left, please?
Okay.
And that'll be... Where's the other baddie?
Over here.
Where's the other one?
Over here.
Is he dead? Okay. Okay. That should be... Hold on. Checking. Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Okay. Oh, we lost Abby.
Oh.
Rip.
Animus.
Yes. Where am I? So I want to go for the guy who's got the sack.
Okay.
And what? So, God. We don't know if
Abby.
we don't know if he's immune to a bunch of shit, right? Because Zach just used it on the giant.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's around the? Is the giant going for Annalise right now?
Mm-hmm.
And then the other dude's trying to escape with.
The incubator, yes.
Okay. Huh. All that time. I really should have Flaming Sphere equipped, but I don't. I'd like to use a produce flame on the guy with, or the incubator.
Roll to see if you hit.
Okay.
You have to hit a 19.
Yeah, I do have to hit a 19, don't I? 21.
Okay, roll damage.
Please.
You ever eat something and realize you're a messy eater?
Son of a bitch.
No, never.
Really, Zach? You're not a messy eater?
I'm really not.
17 fire damage.
Okay.
And if he has resistance, he does not take it to this because I have a feat that makes sure that fire damage gets full damage for me.
He succeeds on his Constitution save.
Fuck.
Is that your turn, Animus?
Where is he kind of trying to run to?
Looks like he's running to the door.
Okay, is there anyone blocking?
There's every member of the village is currently blocking this door.
Okay.
The reason Cirrus doesn't really have a good shot is because there's people all around him.
Right. I'm gonna move up to him.
Okay.
As close. Yeah, right there's a pretty good
There
spot.
we go.
Yeah, I'll take that. I like that
Yeah.
spot. Alright. That's it. That is my turn.
Alright. You see Cyrus wakes up inside
Oh no.
of the sack.
Gross.
And you see him go for a small dagger that's at his waistband. You see him just kind of stab into the sack to be cut through it. The blade gets stuck as
Oh
it's going.
man.
You see he's kind of kicking and trying to get out, but it seems like the sack is kind of amorphous in shape and kind of extends as he's like flailing inside it. Thea, it is your turn.
Oh damn, already. Am I still close enough to swing on him?
No.
Ah damn. Where'd they go?
Just
They're about 20, or they're about 10 feet behind you.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go back that way. And then I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm just gonna try to hit him with my sword again.
Roll to see if you hit.
It's gonna be a 21.
Okay,
It was a
that-
+9, right?
That hits.
Yeah,
I rolled
Beautiful.
a 12.
that should be. And then I
Oh.
think same deal, 2d6 plus...
1d8.
Plus a
I think,
D4.
can I do...
Does she
I think
use
I
the
can do
charge up?
Nope.
Okay.
Did I
Nope,
get
it's a
another one?
cumulative thing. You
So
do.
I add another charge for the next time. I use one of them this time. I add a d8 for the spell that's currently cast. 2d4 or 2d6, 1d4, 1d8.
I think I can... I think one more d8, because I think I can do Divine Strike every turn.
Okay. Damn, only an 18 this time.
Did you add my dex?
No. 22.
Then add 4.
22 for you, Jacob.
The incubator fails its Constitution saving throw
Let's go.
because it dies.
Fuck yeah. Yeah!
Cut that sack
you down
open.
your sword, and as you do, it almost looks like a moon, like the light of the moon, kind of arcing through the air as you bring down your sword, and the incubator splits open, and then just kind of dissolves into like this greenish black goo. But now Cyrus is deposited on the floor.
Could Could I potentially use like my bonus action? Like, I highly doubt that I can do this, but like try to get some of that like goo in like a little jar or vial or something.
Make a dex check.
Or that. Okay.
Natural 20!
Yeah.
You quickly pull out a small vial from your waistband and uncork it, and then scoop up some of the goo as it almost is kind of like acid eating through the wood floor of the bar.
Let's go.
Okay. That'll be my turn.
Okay, it is now the giant's turn. You see it's going to come over here. After it smashes this table.
Attempt to come over here.
Smash the table, it's fine. You see it it grabs the, like, currently decaying skull of this incubator and grabs it and just begins eating it. As you see, it begins to be filled with, like, this green energy and grow even bigger as the shoulders and head kind of burst out of the ceiling.
Thank you.
Is he at disadvantage because he can't see now?
No. I need
Worth a shot.
Anzu, Animus, Thea, and Cyrus to all make dexterity saving throws.
Did you say Thea?
Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't like my roll for you, but I rolled a natural 20 for myself. I rolled
What did you roll for me?
An 8, and I didn't add your dex yet.
Thea rolled an 8.
I'm sorry.
I don't remember.
Man,
Can't remember
Abby,
if I'm
you're rolling bad tonight.
I'm not rolling, so.
Man, Caleb, you're rolling bad tonight.
I had a natural 20. What are you talking about? And the damage she's done is like 45. Do you think you have proficiency?
I think at best that's like I don't remember. No, I don't. So it should just be 12.
12.
Okay. Everyone that rolled below a 17 fails.
It was going to be a tough roll anyways. It was a high ask after
Andrew,
a
what
great
did you
natural
roll?
20.
15.
Okay. The giant's hand slams down, and you see these like black tendrils kind of sprout from its clenched fist, kind of wrap you all up, and you all get stuck together in like a tar ball.
No.
And it picks it up and is going to attempt to eat all 4 of you at once.
Wait, I'm not in it. I rolled natural 20 on my dex.
Oh, my bad. Anna's got out of the way. All 3 of you at once.
Can I do a thing?
It is now Annalise's turn. She's going to run up here. You see her kind of jump off of one of the partially destroyed tables, and she's going to slam down with her sword. That's a natural 20. This is a lot of damage.
Let's go. We get to see why she's such a hero now.
21, 24, 27 times 2 is 54. 54 points of slashing damage. And you see she goes down and she lands in front of it as this incision kind of, and then you see her spin her sword and then she sheaths it. And there's this explosion of divine energy as the giant just dissolves and the 3 of you land on the ground.
Woo!
Partially covered in tar. But that's the end of that combat.
Let's go.
Zygon, make a lock-picking check for me, please.
This guy.
Oh, hold on. Oh, Lord, no, smudge.
I'll make that check for you.
Alright, my lock picking. I'm proficient at lock picking. Dirty 20.
All right, easy enough. Very simple lock. You get in. None of the candles or torches in here are lit. You see a few meats that are kind of off to the side curing. But yeah, it seems like a general butcher shop.
Okay. And there's nobody there. There's nobody at all.
Nobody in the butcher shop.
All right. Where's the till? Where's the money?
You look around. You find, make an investigation check for me.
I like how you had this place like already created. That's amazing.
14.
I know what my players are about. What I'm talking about. I knew either you would want to go here, or one of you would want to steal. And look, I was right.
Cannot argue. 4 years of DMing.
Well, he brought attention to the meat man, so I have
Exactly.
to say what's up.
So Zygon, you begin looking around, and you find a small drawer. You pull it open. There's like probably 30 silver, 1 gold, and probably about 200 to 300 copper.
Oh man.
All right.
However,
Oh.
the more interesting thing that catches your eye, as you're kind of feeling along the edge of this, you feel a small button.
Oh, we're gonna push that button.
You push the button. You see part of the floor slides open, and you see a stairwell that goes down. And it feels very cold. A jet of cold air kind of whooshes into the butcher shop.
Is it like a heavy door that opens? Or is there anything I can put over there to make sure it doesn't close and lock me down there?
Don't you have an immovable rod?
Do I have that?
I don't know if he has it. I think
Somebody has that.
I know somebody has an immovable rod.
I was pretty sure one of the two
I think
players who don't play with us.
I think Lochnar had it. I think you're right.
Okay.
It was either Lochnar or Braun.
Because I had the vacation rod. Rest
Yeah.
in peace.
That fucking vacation
The
rod.
cursed vacation rod.
There was no vacation.
The vacation didn't exist.
Didn't get to go on vacation.
I didn't get to enjoy vacation.
Can I set something on the button so it's permanently pressed? I put some meat on it or something?
Yeah, you can like fasten it with rope.
Yeah, let's do that.
Do a quick job. You go down. Well, I'm assuming you want to go down the stairs, right?
Of course.
Oh my god.
Are you okay, Abby?
Yeah, sorry. Just every single person in front of me was like, I'm gonna turn right now. And I'm like, can you?
You not?
Just right as I was like getting going, and then I have to slow down. Yeah, I'm tired of I've been driving for 5 hours today. I'm so tired.
Zygon, you begin going down the stairs. It's getting colder. This feels like a freezer. You eventually make it into a room where there's like slabs of beef kind of hanging, pork. You see like a bunch of different meats being just like sitting there on hooks.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing really seems out of the ordinary.
Do I see it? Can I check for more buttons at other places?
Make an investigation check.
There's another button inside the ribs.
You must discover which pig has the button inside it.
Oh, it's like a saw trap.
Yeah.
23.
Would you like to play a game?
You begin looking around. You don't see any more buttons. You do notice though on one of the side walls, there's like scuff marks of something heavy. It's like kind of scuffed the floor as they moved it.
Is there like something I can push? Like, is there something hiding a doorway or something? Or was there just something down there that's been moved?
Possibly. But it does look like The marks go like outward, kind of like in a half circle shape.
Oh, so it's like it's a hidden door. Can I go and push on it?
Yeah, you knock on it. You definitely hear something beyond the wall. It's a false wall.
Okay. But I don't see any way to open it, huh?
No.
The false meat man has more to offer than we thought.
The Beyond Meat Man.
Um.
I'm glad Abby laughed at that joke. I thought that was pretty good.
That was really silly.
What does knock do?
Knock opens doors.
I would like to pull out my tome
Okay.
and
Let's go.
use knock on it.
Okay. You cast knock. Is this the tongue tome, just to be clear?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, part of the tongue kind of
I have, like-
shrivels off.
I have 3 spells left that aren't knock.
Okay, so you knock. You see the door slides open. Still cold, but it's not very well lit. You can't really see very well.
I do have dark vision.
Okay, it's still like, okay, so the way dark vision works is like when it is dark, you can see like dim light. It's not like daylight, but yeah.
I'll use the light cantrip.
Okay, you send out an order of light. You see a room with a what looks like a like mortuary inside, and you see different jars along the walls of like hands and feet and eyes and things of that nature.
Oh no.
It's like a Soylent Green thing going on.
Soylent Green is people.
Burbs.
So you also notice that there is a body on the table.
Oh
I
my.
would like to investigate the body.
Okay. It's a corpse that's decayed for a little while. Like the skin is very taut against the bone. It's like the eyes are gone and like a lot of the soft tissues have already decayed away.
Okay.
You notice that one of the arms, the bone has been split open and a section of the bone has been removed.
Oh no.
Okay, so is this like necromancy shit?
You do notice this is a female corpse.
Okay. Does the woman look like she was a wizard?
No, she's very hard to tell at this level of decomposition, but probably not a wizard.
Not getting arcane magic coming off?
Not getting any. Well, okay.
Any hair
Make an
colors?
Arcana check for me.
18.
Definitely no arcane magics, but you do sense a very small, minuscule amount of divine magic.
That's weird.
Make a religion check for me.
Well, also, can I use divine sense? Is this a celestial, fiend, or undead?
They are not.
Okay.
You're not dealing with a zombie.
Alright, just making sure. What kind of check? Sorry?
Religion.
Religion. 16.
You notice a few tattoos on the right arm. Or this is my left arm. The right arm. That denote a follower of Ioun.
What do I know of Ioun?
They're all based around like knowledge and the culmination of knowledge.
Big brain.
Wisdom, big brain people.
Curious. Alright, well, I'll make note of that. Is it just a corpse, or are there clothes and like pockets?
No, it's just a corpse on a slab.
Okay. All right. Well, that's weird. Can I, looking around at these jars and stuff, can I see like where part of her arm, like, is it around, or?
You look around. You find a small chest. Like, probably no bigger, like about this wide, about this big. And it's locked.
Let's pick that mode.
Okay, make a lockpick check.
Uh, 17.
As you open it up, you see a small piece of bone that's kind of resting in a slot. And then you see another one, and there's 2 empty slots.
I'd like to take these bones and put them in my bag of holding.
Okay.
Don't know what they're for, but I'm gonna take them.
As you do that, you hear the door to the butcher shop open.
All right. What's the layout of the underground room? Is there anywhere for me to hide or anything?
You could probably hide. So they're in the normal butcher area, the freezer. There is a cow carcass that you could probably climb inside to hide.
Oh no. Empire Strikes
Star
Back
Wars style?
moment. Yes.
Am I going in the tauntaun?
In the tauntaun.
All right. Actually, okay. I'll keep looking around, but I will close the door, and then if I hear somebody trying to open the door, I will turn out the light.
Okay.
And then also, yeah, and then I'm gonna do something else if that happens. But I'm just gonna keep looking around.
Okay. Make an investigation check for me.
Does Zygon have a stone still? Does Zygon still have a stone? We haven't used those in a while.
Or yeah, do we? What happened to those? Where we can teleport to?
Everyone should have them. I gave mine to Mathis and never got it back, and Sears doesn't have one because he wasn't with us when he got one. But other than that, I think everyone else has theirs still.
I believe Zygon gave his to his wife.
No, what? Oh yeah.
Or did I give her the other one?
No, you gave her the other one.
Broke. And the other one's broke. I think that's right.
Yeah, the teleport stone's from that one mansion of like puzzles. That's the stone he gave her.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay.
Alright. Another investigation check, was that what this is? 21.
So you continue looking around, and you see like a small door, almost like a hatch door. As you look inside it, you see small piles of ash. They're just kind of sitting inside. This is a crematorium. Crematorium? I don't know. It's a place where you cremate bodies.
Right. Crematorium.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's weird. I'd like to close the chest that I took those bones from. And it's just ash down there? Nothing special?
No bodies are in there. It's just ash. It looks like it was recently used.
This man's butchering bodies. That's weird.
The demon barber of, or the demon butcher of whatever street we're on.
Western.
What street in Western are we on?
Weirdly enough, Barber Street.
Damn.
Nothing else of interest in the room?
Not that you can see now. hear someone coming down the stairs into the butcher area, the freezer.
Okay, I would like to... Shit. I tied the thing open so they know somebody was down there, but they don't know if I'm still there. I would like to cast invisibility on myself.
Okay.
And then kill the light, and then go back out to the first like butcher area.
Mm-hmm.
And then just kind of stand in the corner and like hold my breath.
Okay. As you do, you see the young man that was with the meat cart earlier. He's kind of frantically looking around. Did you try and shut the door, or is the door still open?
I did shut the door.
Yes, you did. Okay. Okay. So the door's shut. He begins looking around. You see him. He runs over to one of the slabs of meat and pulls it off the hook, and you see the hook goes up, and then the door slides open. He runs inside. He begins looking around. He says,
While he's doing that, I want to go up the stairs.
Okay. You hear him say, "No, where is it?" And then you go up the stairs.
And then, can I push the button? Or can I close it on him?
Yeah.
I would like to do that, and then leave.
Push the button, run out. As Zygon flees the butcher shop, that will be where we take tonight's break. Welcome back. So, Zygon, you narrowly avoided being caught by the butcher. What do you want to do? You notice people are kind of running around in a panic. There's a few people outside of the tavern that now has a large hole in its roof.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. I'd like to hurry over to the tavern while still invisible.
Okay, so you narrowly dodge out of the way of a few people running who can't see you. But you get there. You see, as you kind of slink your way inside, you see the team, along with the two members of the five, all kind of recovering from the fight that they just had. But everything's good. And just
I'm pretty chill.
The last round of combat, Zygon was there the whole time because he was invisible.
He saw the last part. He actually was the one who opened the door.
Yeah, he's the one that opened the door.
It was locked from the outside. It was a pull system the whole time.
Yeah,
and they were trying to push.
It was a pull.
Classic issue.
Oh my god. Classic
Always,
pull.
yeah. Always make doors able to push from the inside out.
Yeah, doors are pretty hard. Pretty difficult.
You see Cyrus kind of get up and he's kind of like sloughing off the goo that he was covered in. He kind of looks around and he says, "Thank you for saving me. I guess I'm getting a little old. It just came out of nowhere." And he looks down to you, Anzu, and he says, "What's your name, friend?" And he holds out his hand to shake yours.
What do I say, guys? What do I do? Do I lie?
That's on you.
Yeah, this one's on you. I like both options.
Offer
here.
him an eggy hand.
Maybe do the old. Do I know you from somewhere?
Do I know you from somewhere? You seem familiar.
Well, I mean, if we may have crossed paths a few times, but I think I'd remember a face as memorable as yours, sir.
Of course. Well, the name's Walt.
Pleasure to meet you, Walt. My name's Cyrus.
What the?
Pleasure to meet you.
This here, the woman with the amazing sword, her name's Annalise.
Annalise, it's a pleasure to meet you.
She kind of nods, kind of still looking around, a little bit on edge. Cyrus turns to all of you. Well, thank you all for the help you provided us. We appreciate it a lot.
Of course, anytime. If there's anything we could help with, I'd love to assist you.
Annalise walks over. Well, we might need to take you up on that offer. I noticed you noticing the creatures before anything went down. How did you recognize the threat?
Oh, well, yeah, I'm wisdom in my age. I used to be a professor.
Cyrus kind of laughs. He's like, I told you, with the gray comes wisdom.
It's true.
But I guess in your case it's white.
This is
Don't worry, that joke
known
will
as
be funny in
Walt
30
the
years
White.
when you think about it. You said you were a professor?
Oh, yes. The Alabaster Elysium.
Oh my god.
Well, that's quite far. What do you teach?
Oh, evocation.
I was never one for the magics. I tend to settle things with my fists and my swords.
Oh, well, maybe sometime we should spar it out, old pal. Okay, he's not laughing.
What is this?
The rest of you have kind of come in onto this conversation. Zygon, are you still invisible?
It's the
Was
count.
everybody laughing?
Just
no,
Anzu.
Just the old men.
Just
I'd
two
like
old
to
guys.
take my invisibility down and be like right next to them and be like, ah.
You see Cyrus, without you even noticing, you see him have a sword out.
Well, easy there, old timer.
Oh.
Yes.
Banzu.
This is my friend over here, Jonathan Baumhauer.
Pleasure to meet you, and I'd offer him my hand.
He puts his sword away. Pleasure to meet you, John. I'm Cyrus.
It's Jonathan, but pleasure to meet you.
Baumhauer. Jonathan
my
Baumhauer.
apologies.
Don't forget.
Without looking at Zygon, I just pick up the beer that I had waiting for him and just kind of hand it over to him.
Thank you. Thank you.
And next time, if you're gonna leave me with 2 beers in my hand, at least take the extra beer.
I thought you'd be pleased, but alright.
I am pleased. I'm pleased that you didn't get blown up or something.
Yes, yes. What happened here?
Just the normal. Just 2 mutant creatures turning into a giant and a weird dog with a sack and trying to abduct this man here, Cyrus, while the giant tried to kill Annalise over there. As he broke through the roof because he decided to eat the dead skull of his friend that we slain, and then Annalise decided to kill him as he was growing and growing.
Trauma dumping.
Why don't I get a name? What is this?
You peeked
Oh, sorry,
your
I'll
mic
say
when you did that.
Andy,
sorry.
you're trauma dumping.
Oh, my fucking mic's up because I was watching.
We apologize to everyone wearing headphones.
It's my fault. I'll try to fix that.
Oh, that was funny. Oh, no, leave it in. Just editor Caleb, that was funny, wasn't it?
Oh man.
So, you guys see Annalise kind of staking things out. You see her, she clicks the boots she's wearing, and kind of just starts to kind of float up, and she begins to look at the hole made in the ceiling. She comes back down. Do any of you have any information that we could share about these beasts? It seems as though you knew how to fight them.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, but my solution to most things is to just catch it on fire. Sorry.
Would like to pull out the sausage. Can I offer you some sausage in this frying pan?
No, thank you. Anyway,
Treat yourself.
we need to reconvene with the rest of our team.
I was about to ask. We've been hearing so much of the 5, and there's only 2 of you here. I was just...
The others were more... She begins looking around to see if anyone's listening. The others were more injured by the battle. Cyrus and I recover quicker, thanks to his years of training in the monastery and my connection to my god. The others are in a camp a few miles outside of town, resting.
I do have a
When they say
question.
monastery and all that. Are either of them wearing symbols? Do I know who they worship?
Make a religion check.
Sorry, Animus.
No, you make your check. I'll ask the question. Just wondering, I've heard so many stories about you that date back a few years more than they should, and I was just wondering how that is.
You can't believe everything you hear.
19, Jacob.
Okay. Alright, let me see here. So, you see a small necklace around the neck of Annalise of a what looks like a face with no mouth or nose and 3 eyes. This is the symbol of the knowing mistress, or Ayun. Cyrus doesn't appear to be having any religious iconography on his person.
And the dead body was also a follower of Ayun?
Yes.
Curious.
Uh-oh.
Curiouser and curiouser. Would we be able to meet the other members of the 5?
Not to sound ungrateful for the help that you gave Cyrus and I, but I find it interesting that you're asking so many questions about my group when we just met.
Well, we were in town for your guys' entire thing that you're doing here, and then once we saw your thing with the bell, we decided to maybe come talk to you in the first place, and then, of course, there's always something that goes on. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. 30.
Oh, he has it. And he's taking it out.
She gives you a very long and kind of inquisitive look.
I feel like this is less sus than it should be.
I appreciate your concern. If you're still in town in the next few days, we might. But I'm afraid we're going to have to investigate these occurrences.
No, of course. Not trying to step on your toes or anything. I'm just curious to meet the other members of the 5, just because we've heard so much about you, especially after coming into town, so...
Well, if that's all here, I'm going to try and speak to the remaining council members, considering some of them were justifiably killed. Be safe.
Before you go,
Yes.
I'd like to pull out the bones, be like, does this mean anything to you?
Shards of bone.
No, of course.
Very well.
Of course not.
I have a question, Jacob.
Yeah.
If I were to use find object on a part of a bone, and it was around the other parts of that bone, would that light up both of them?
No.
Just the one part of the bone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you're looking for an object.
Yeah, as a whole.
No.
Yeah, if it's fractured.
Yeah.
No, they're different pieces.
Okay.
So therefore, they're different objects.
Yeah, I don't know how I'd be able to figure that out. What are their... what, can I tell if they're... Either of them are pretty magical of any sort? Like, what kind of, like, spells were they
Annalise
doing?
gives off divine magic.
Okay, so she might
She
be...
appears to be either a cleric or a paladin.
Okay.
And then Cyrus... Since Cyrus studied in a monastery, it's highly likely he is some sort of monk. Which, Anzu, that contradicts what you know of Cyrus. Cyrus was a fighter.
Abby, if I were to try to follow them back in a different form or invisible, Do you think a high-level paladin or cleric would notice that I was there?
You also don't know what the other 3 members are.
Right, but if they're injured, I'm just assuming they're not going to have their guards up as well. And even if they catch me eventually, that's not the biggest worry. I just want to see what injured, quote-unquote, means. They're hiding something, so...
It's possible, for sure. Just kind of depends on how perceptive they are and, like, if they, like, are good at, like, just noticing different kinds of magic around them, I would assume.
I don't know how much
I don't know.
shape-shifting gives off, because it's not... Unless she has, like... Like,
Yeah.
what was your other character? Unless she has, like, eyes of whatever that can see through shape-shifting.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I do think a weird combo of, like, druidic warlock magic would probably be a little noticeable.
Yeah.
But...
We'll see. We'll see.
might not hurt to try.
Do we know if they have, like, a place in town, Jacob?
They said that they were in a camp a few miles away.
Camp a few miles away.
What if Hunter sent his little guy?
Little
There's-
fella. He's just a baby.
I guess I could turn into a bird and go for a little fly. It would be really hard for them to pick me up if I'm hundreds of feet in the air.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there is actually much magic that could pick me up unless I got closer. I don't know. All right, I don't know what they're doing, Jacob, but you can continue.
They are leaving, so Cyrus once again shakes a few of your hands. Says, "Thank you so much once again, and please forgive Annalise. She, when she gets into battle mode, she tends to get kind of short with people and a little bit more accusatory. Thank you all so much. Have a great night, and if you need us, ring the bell."
As Annalise was going to talk to the members of the council, I want to have stepped out to start smoking some halfling weed outside. So that I'm already outside and kind of maybe like across the street, just like sitting
By
on a
the
chair or
library
something.
/ bookstore.
Yeah, just sitting on a bench or something, like smoking.
Here's the
Leaning against
library
the pole,
/
flipping a copper.
Yeah.
looking pretty sick.
I just turn into like an old-timey villain.
Got a leather jacket on,
That's right.
slick
The
back
collar.
hair.
Hey, you.
Yeah.
Font. He's like the font.
Hey, get over here.
Hey. Sounds like some birds from the area.
Oh no. Well, I learned everything I know
Cyrus,
from
when Cyrus says ring the bell, I want to ask him, how do we do that exactly? There's no rope.
Oh, well, I think they're putting in the mechanism to ring it tomorrow, actually, so...
And if we need you before then,
Hit it with something,
okay.
I guess.
All right.
These guys are not.
I was gonna see if he would tell us where their camp was, but okay.
Yeah, good try. I'll figure it out.
The two of them are talking to the remaining city council members. What is Thia, Anzu, and Cirrus doing?
I forgot. Did we see any like we saw images of like the other members of the 5, right?
Kind of.
Like through the weird merch they were selling and stuff.
Yeah, kind of. One of them is like a young girl. One of them is kind of like a bigger guy. But, yeah.
Okay. Interesting. I don't know what I'm doing.
Cirrus, are you going back to darts?
Yeah, I'll go play darts until we figure out something.
Make a dex check for me.
Oh boy. Yeah, that's fucking missing everything.
You're still kind of in battle mode, so you're a little twitchy.
Yep.
But You'll dial maybe a few more drinks. You'll dial it back in. Anzu, what are you doing?
I don't really know. I mean, guess I'll just kind of follow around Thea.
Okay. You see, Annalise and Cyrus finish talking to the council members. And they begin to leave town.
Can I watch their direction? Is it like
They're heading east.
okay? Are we kind of in the middle of town to where I can?
Yeah. So you are currently on this bench,
Yep, on that bench.
and the center of town is here,
Okay.
and then this is east out of the town.
Okay. Am I watching them?
They're gonna walk past you.
Okay. Am I watching them leave town, or are they going like up and down some random roads to the point where it's going to be a little harder for me to track them if I let them walk ahead of me?
They're leaving town. It doesn't seem like they're like trying to shake a tail.
Yeah. Okay. I'll wait for them to walk out of town then.
Okay.
I'll go back into the tavern.
Okay. All of you are kind of sitting around there. Drinks.
You want me to try to follow? Bird style?
Bird style.
Yeah, a little bit of.
Isn't everything you do bird style?
Technically, yes. Everything I do is bird
What
style.
is everyone's bird style name?
No! These are all important things. Yes, no, do we want to know what they're hiding tonight, or do we just leave it for tonight and not make it too sus?
Could be fun to track them down.
If we don't,
Being a
we'll
little-
always ring the bell later and then follow them in.
Well, they're definitely weird, right? Because Anzu said
weird.
that he knew Cyrus, but Cyrus didn't know Anzu at all. Annalise definitely got a little bit defensive when I asked about the other members.
Well, trust me, Animus. He would know me if it were the real him. Okay, I was kind of a big deal back then. Okay. I may have claimed residency, but I used to be the thing.
Andrew Trump coming out, man. Jeez.
I used to be so cool.
I was the coolest wizard.
Oh,
You
man.
know it, I know it.
Everyone knows it. They say, "Sir, coolest wizard."
I had some important people walk up to me and say, "Wow, that's the coolest wizard right there." Very important people, trust me.
Very
I
important.
would know I'm an important person.
Oh, can I pull out that vial of like acid that I like scooped up, and I'm gonna give it to Anzu and be like, "Can you identify this? See if you can figure anything out about it."
I want to identify this as I rub my fingers over it.
He's doing a Nandor lately.
I was gonna say it sounds very Nandor.
It's been the past like few months. He's been really getting into this.
That's a lot.
What the
He's a
fuck?
mystical wizard.
Yeah, but Nandor is coming out for sure.
Andrew,
Vampires can't go to
roll
space.
a nature check for me.
Oh. 17.
17. This is basilisk venom.
Not a basilisk.
Came out of that.
What are the effects of basilisk poison?
Turns people to stone, petrifies them.
Okay.
We got a little bit of
I
that.
have a vial of it.
Yeah.
Automatic. Oh no, hard hydrogen.
I'll relay that to Thea.
Cool. Good to know. Did that creature like the? Because you kind of described the sack like a vat almost. Like, did it remind me at all of like the vats that we saw that were like holding the clones?
Not particularly, no.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to double check that.
I'd like to go outside and follow, by the way, Jacob, before it gets too late. I want to...
What type of bird?
What's a bird that's indigenous to the area? Like a basic like
Well, most birds are going to be asleep at this time.
an owl then.
Ow.
It's true. If you stay quiet, you can hear them snore.
Do I go for a small barn owl, or do I go something for like a bigger, like a brown owl or something like that?
I'm not very knowledgeable about my owls, unfortunately.
Make
Jacob-
it a head wig. Make it a head wig.
If
Actually,
you're
too far south.
okay,
You're too far south for a snow owl.
whatever is indigenous, Animus would know. I'm just gonna say something along the lines of a barn owl.
You could do a New Caledonian owlet nightjar. Have you ever seen one of those before? They do the dance.
Absolutely not.
Anzu is a very big.
I turned to Zach, but I think he's trying to fuck Animus.
Yeah, you transform into an owl. You begin going in the direction they were going.
A spotted owl. I'm gonna turn to a spotted owl.
Okay, you're an owl.
Spotted.
I thought you didn't want to be spotted.
No, I'm.
Hey!
God damn it.
That was a really good.
That one hit
No.
my
The
my
irony
shoulder.
was what made it amazing. That was a good joke. Saigon.
Thank you.
So Animus, as you're following them, they're not trying to be like sneaky or anything. They're just kind of walking.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get very close at all. I'm just gonna kind of let them get ahead of me a long ways, and I'm gonna try to also mimic like kind of like some normal owl behavior as well, just in case.
Okay.
Hunt some mice.
Yeah, if I see a mouse, I'm hunting it for sure.
Okay. What are the others doing while Animus is out on his little owl escapade?
Well, while I had everyone's attention with my joke, I would like to bring the bones out to the group. So I discovered this in a butcher's hidden room in town here. There was a corpse. There was followed the same god as that woman.
Oh.
She was missing part of her arm, and then there was this chest full of these bones. Does this mean anything to anyone?
I don't know.
I mean, not really.
Necromancy, is this anything?
I could cast
Necromancy before I
identify.
left. Here,
They're
let's do that.
bones. There's nothing magical about them. They're just bones.
Magical about these bones.
Should
Now,
I?
Kind of
bone
never-
is commonly used in necromancy as components for spells.
No way.
Bone is also used in other schools of magic for different spell compositions as well, though. So it's kind of inclusive there too.
I'll give them to Anzu for your magic.
Yes. I'll turn them into bone meal.
Gonna grow some trees.
Thea, what do you plan on doing with that venom?
I don't know.
Hmm.
I'll know when it seems useful. I already know.
Let me know what it tastes like. I've heard rumors it tastes like cucumbers.
I wasn't planning on eating it, so
Speaking of eating, nobody should probably eat the meat from the meat man if he's killing people. It's a blanket rule.
Well, Mo did, and he seems to be very fit.
Did he answer
Jacob,
for me?
can I
No?
make like a religion check to see if I remember anything about Ioun and if there's any like information about her and necromancy that I'm aware of?
Oh, okay. If there's any correlation between the two, go ahead and make a religion check. You have
Because
advantage.
I wouldn't think so, but I mean maybe.
Jacob, I'd like to also switch up my plans here after they do their
Ooh.
stuff.
Natural 20, so 21.
Ioun doesn't really deal with any of necromancy whatsoever.
Right.
It's even considered like forbidden knowledge by the church. There's been like multiple schisms and different religious scholars have said like that the knowing mistress should welcome necromancy because it is a part of knowledge, things of that nature. Just debates on that. Caleb, use your other arm.
Yeah, what are you doing? What are you doing, man?
That was great.
Use your other arm.
It feels good to stretch
Grimacing.
sometimes.
Oh my gosh. Feels good to stretch.
I was like an inch or two too far
Arm
for
falls
sure.
off.
Falls off.
It just falls right off.
That's how that works.
This is where we find out that Caleb's actually a revenant, and the only reason he's still alive is because we're still playing this D&D campaign.
Oh my god.
That's why it never ends, because if it ends,
That's
Caleb
why he's doing the
disappears.
Araminti.
Yeah. I mean, there's argument whether necromancy should be included in the Knowing Mistress's teachings, since it is a form of knowledge, but no, they don't practice necromancy.
Right, I didn't think so. Weird.
Well, as Animus is tracking...
Oh wait, I wanted to do a thing. I want to do something different real quick.
Why do you...
I want to look ahead to see if they're if I can see their camp.
You do see in a small thicket of trees, you see a camp. With
Okay,
a camp.
I wanted to try to get to their camp before they do, so I can actually see what's there before they get there.
Okay. So you land in one of the nearby trees. You see a larger man with bandages kind of over his chest and abdomen, stoking a fire. You see a woman with like pixie cut red hair, kind of tending to the other member who appears to be running some sort of fever. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem as though the other two were lying.
Okay, and do any of them resemble Thia?
Make an investigation check.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Please roll high investigation. Oh, it's good. 19. I always roll so shit on investigation.
You see the woman that looks to be like, she's an elf, so it's hard to gauge age, but she looks to be in like her early 20s. I mean, she kind of looks like Thea, but like she's also kind of wood elf looking more than high elf, whereas Thea is more high elf presenting.
That's just not true, but
It's true. She's a little bit of both, but anyway.
Ew,
The
then you're
ear
average
shape
little.
is the big thing.
The what?
Ear shape.
Yeah.
Thea's ear shape is more high elf looking than wood elves. But I mean, they could be cousins, maybe.
That's good enough.
It's good enough.
That's good enough
It's
for
good
me.
enough.
No, that's it.
He's got his Pepe Silva sticking corkboard.
This is uber sus.
It's Pepe Sylvia.
I'm just.
I have boxes full of pepper.
So, okay. And then what's the guy on the ground look like?
He's not on the ground. He's just sitting. He's sitting on like a.
Oh, the
they've used
the-
as a seat.
Okay.
He looks. He's very large, human. Probably like a barbarian if you were gonna assign a class. But he's just kind of watching over them, making sure everything's okay. Make a stealth check for me.
Okay. Let me see if owls get some stealth stuff. Hoo-hoo. That was me owling.
That was me owling. You were owling.
Just normal owl behavior.
You know, the act of owl.
Just no.
Owl. You know how owls owl.
They do. That's all they know.
That's what they do.
They just know how
That's
to
a
owl.
cough up
they know.
hair and bones, you know.
That's right.
How
Because that's what owls owl.
Facts.
how far away can I be? Because I would hope that would help with this. Because I have dark
Stealth
vision up
check.
to 120 feet. All right.
Make a stealth check.
I got a +3. 18? I'm 120 feet away.
You won't be able to hear if you're 120. Well, owls have pretty good
Keen hearing and sight.
It's almost as if their heads are designed to be able to hear. Have you seen what an owl's skull looks like? It's crazy looking.
I'd like to act as an owl as much as possible again, by the way.
They don't like have ears. They have like flaps that are like tubes that go like straight to their brain. It's weird.
Weird.
Yeah. But anyway, as you're watching, you see the other two members enter the camp and begin talking amongst themselves with amongst the group. And that will be where we end tonight's session.
Ew.
Ew.
Hey. So we will be playing next week, and then the week after that, we'll be taking a break because that's Hunter's wedding.
Hunter's wedding.
And then we might take 2 weeks off because I know Hunter's going to be on his honeymoon probably.
We might do something fun.
Yeah, we'll be.
Yeah. So we'll play that by ear.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Thank you so much for watching. We hope to see you next week, and have a good week, everybody.